Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to another episode of Ball Chat Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Benton, along with the Ball Chat family. Come on, Junior, Wagwan.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, football family. Well, my screen look away, look like the light acting up on my end. But football family, Junior, Wagwan family.
So all I'm showing you guys today. See it here? That's all you need to see.
That's all you need to show. Football family, welcome to another episode of Ball Chat Podcast. My light seems to be acting up on my end. So, Junior, drive on the show as I see if I can sort out this light on my end. I don't know what's going on. I have a lot of pixel on my end where the signal, the light is having some issues. My apologies, football family. So,
We're good, man.
You see it?
We're good.
We're good?
But yeah, so I don't know how to feel right now. Part of me feel good and part of me feel bad. Come on, how you feeling? Because I think you probably had the best weekend of us, all of us, you know.
Of course, a 4-0 victory. I didn't lose 6-1 or 7-2 or struggle for win 2-1. My team was the best team. Big club. You know what? Let me take that back because it looked like Spurs are on big club too. Because they look how we are. So 4-0. Hey, Lampard's still outdoor.
Yeah. All right, so Football Family Ball Chat Podcast is all about reviewing the week's major news in the world of football. Come on, and Junior, you guys are going to predominantly on screen today as I'm having issues with my light on my end, so you guys are going to be on screen more than I will. I'll just talk in the background. Football Family, it's all about discussing the week's major news in the world of football. We start off with our Ballas and Bugs. Manchester United, Liverpool, Spurs. We'll discuss all those different topics we talk about. We have women's football roundup coming up later on in the show. We also talk about the saga, the drama going on with Phoenix Rising and San Diego Loyals. So we're kicking it off. Come on, you're on screen. Let's give you ballers of the week. Ballers, who do you have as your baller watching football this week?
Hey, so I have a whole bunch of ballers. There's none on my team because my team was just regular. Even though we won 4-0, we were regular. So my ballers this week, and you hear me talk about Son all the time. Son of Spurs continues to be that exceptional baller on Spurs, even better than Hurricane, in my opinion. So Son was instrumental today. When Spurs dismantled a hapless looking, a headless looking, a Pogba sucky looking Manchester United. So Son is my number one baller. And then I want to say, big up to Harry Kane because he was all over the pitch. He was attacking, defending, breaking up plays, getting in everybody's face. So Kane is also my baller. I won't say that Calvert-Lewin never disappoint me this weekend because normally we expect a hat trick and a bag of goals. But he continues to score for his team. Oliver Watkins, hat trick today versus Liverpool. Nobody expected it. It blew up my exacta, which I am okay with as long as Liverpool lost. So he scored a hat trick. And his story is good because he has been playing in the lower leagues, and for 43 million, for this young man, he's valuable. And I also should give the last one. Can you give me the floor? Also have to give Aston Villa. They're saying that Liverpool has not lost 7 goals since 1963, and this is history because champions have never lost 7 before, have never been scored on 7 times before. So I should say Aston Villa should also get a baller of the week.
Aston Villa, Ollie Watkins. Liverpool lost 7-2 to Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins is come on his ball of the week. Football family, my screen is having some issues, so Junior and Camon is going to be mainly on screen, and I will speak in the background. Also, ball of the week is Son, Hyun-min Sung, scored 2 goals as they beat up the Empire, our small empire, Manchester United. And Junior, who else come on as Ball of the Week, Virgin?
I don't know. I don't business.
Hurricane, come on, give a shout out to Hurricane. Junior, who do you have as your Ball of the Week watching football, boss?
Yeah,
I like the Manchester United background.
Yeah. See there. I mean, it is what it is. But my Ball of the Week definitely goes out to Ross Barkley for his debut against the champions, and it looked like he brought some of that Everton fire against their Merseyside rivals. So I have to give it to Ross Barkley. Definitely have to give it to Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti has changed the mindset of Everton over a period of 1 year. And we remembered when he came in last year, and I think the first game that he sat in the stands and watched was against Arsenal, that 0-0 draw when they played against Arsenal. And look at where they are now compared to when he sat in the stands and watched Everton. It's a completely different side. So definitely those are my 2 ballers.
So Carlo Ancelotti, impressive star of Everton. Everton is undefeated in all competitions thus far. Also, you're giving your Ball of the Week to who else, Junior?
Ross Barkley.
Ross Barkley and Aston Villa, impressive showing. My Ball of the Week, I'm going to give a Ball of the Week to Atlanta United. Atlanta United defeated DC United. Yes, I know Atlanta has been bug all year, come on, but talk to me. They beat DC United, come on's own DC United, and I'm happy, I'll take it. We might not win another game for the year, but I'm happy that, come on, cannot run off our mouth against Atlanta United for the rest of the MLS season. And I want to give a Ball of the Week award. I want to big up to Spurs. Spurs, big up yourself, Tottenham and Jose Mourinho. Ball of performance. And Aston Villa, the small man, beating Liverpool, as Camon said. All right, let's get segue from ballers and to bugs of the week. Come on, and Junior, who do you guys have as your bug of the week?
Come on. Before you do that, though, Owen Gray said that his ball of the week is Aston Villa. Watkins for Villa will box up in Liverpool side. Dalton Stewart said ballers is Watkins from Villa. Dalton also said, come on, need to keep our ballers to 1. Take up the whole show. Jason Frame says, ball of the week, Arsenal bounce back to end with 2 victories. Aston Villa take it to them. James Rodriguez for his performance in the pouring English rain. So come on, who's the baller? Who's the bug?
Who's the bugs? Come on.
So I have a couple. So Dalton starting next week, I'm going to stick to 1. So we have to give the first bug out to the fridge, to Manchester United fridge. Let us just say this and call a Spain a Spain. If Harry Maguire was a foreign player, say if Harry Maguire was a Luis Suarez, they would have tarred him and feathered him and run him out of England. Harry Maguire is the worst captain. Him not good. I mean, like Mr. Damian Lowe tweeter say, Manchester United call him. He would be an upgrade. Even Hector would be an upgrade to I don't know about Hector still, but anyway, Maguire. And Ole, Manchester United, everybody. Liverpool, you do not get 7. I don't care. I don't care what the circumstances are. You do not get 7. You are the champions. You have all these players and you get 7. No. So you get a bug. And Manchester City, they're out there trolling Manchester United. How dare Manchester City, the draw team of the Premier League, how dare you talk about trolling somebody? So Maguire, Ole, the entire Man U squad, Liverpool, and Manchester City. Those are my bugs.
How does Manchester City get a bug? Come on, they drew.
Because they won't. Yeah, exactly. They're not supposed to be drawing. They're supposed to be getting the points. When you draw, you drop 2 points. How is it a victory? It's not a victory. Manchester, and they're out there trolling Manchester United. They should be ashamed of themselves.
All right, Harry Maguire, Manchester City, and a bag of bugs is an infestation for come on. Junior Pringle, who do you have as your bug of the week, boss?
Well, my bug of the week definitely goes to the Italian Feder. I don't know if it's the FA. I don't know what the hell is the name of the organization that runs Italian football. I don't want to waste time and research to get the official name. Just whichever idiot is sitting on top of the Italian footballing federation or footballing decisions, you are the biggest idiots in the world right now. You know there's a pandemic. You know there is a probably 95 to 99.99999% chance that a COVID positive test is going to affect one of your games. You're going to tell me that you don't have any plans out there to say, just in case we have a positive case and a team can't forward, we postpone the game. I'm talking about the Juventus versus, I think, Napoli game today, right?
Yes.
That they didn't have a plan in place to say, here is what we're going to do if a team is affected. So Italian, whatever the one name, biggest bug of the week. And people expect me to talk about Manchester United. No, not giving them no bugs of the week. Liverpool, no. City, no. Just Italian FA. That's it.
Italian Serie is getting Junior's bug of the week as they decide.
No, that's because him no want pick on nobody because his side was shambolic today.
No, but two beat them, come on.
Any Manchester United did win, Liverpool would have get a beaten.
No, everybody get a beaten, come on. That's what I know.
So the Italian Serie A got the bug of the week for juniors. They didn't postpone the Juve versus Serie A match as Juve got the points. Napoli picked up a few positive cases and subsequently they lost the 3 points. They were prevented from traveling to Turin to play the match against Juventus. Subsequently, Juventus picked up the points. Shambolic party shop business. All right, let's get to some of the Ballas and Bugs. Junior, can you read some of the Ballas and Bugs?
Yeah, Dalton's bug of the week is Maguire and Pan United for take 6 of them yard. Jason Frame said the bugs of the week must be Liverpool for continuing to chase the game. Lock shop, settle, clap and move like Arsene Wenger. If what have you done for me lately was a post, that is it.
That is it. That is it. All right, football family, let's hit some of the major roundup, major news in the world of football. EPL, what a week in EPL football. Junior, come on. What a day. Manchester United. Let's start with the Manchester United versus Spurs game, the feature match of the weekend. Your thoughts, come on.
As I said, Son is my baller. I thought that the game would have been completely over when they got the penalty in the 31st or second of the game. So because Josie is more like attack and then park the bus. So I thought it was over. But as I said, I don't understand the fascination with Harry Maguire. I mean, week in, week out, he proves that he is a complete liability. How are you going to wrestle your own defender to the ground over the same ball? First of all, it was your error, right? And then how are you going to fling away? A Luke Shaw fling away? I got fling away Luke Shaw on the ground to try and we don't know when they try to do. But the midfield was empty. The substitutions by Ole, they were terrible. I mean, it made no sense. But are we going to start giving Jose and this Tottenham team some respect? I mean, they completely controlled the game. They made sure that Manchester United had no outlet. They couldn't go forward. They couldn't do anything in the midfield. And they actually could not do anything in the back. They could not defend. So I have to give my props to Jose Mourinho. He had a plan. He didn't argue today. He was quite comfy. He was always up in the stand. I don't know why I'm up in the stand. But Tottenham actually came out to play. And I think now we need to start putting some respect on Tottenham. Yeah.
Junior, come on. What does he have to say about that red card? Anthony Martial's red card.
You know what? So what's Tottenham guy name?
Not Lamela.
Lamela.
Yeah.
So Lamela first threw the elbow, which is a yellow. right? It was a yellow because they're adjusting in so why never get the yellow at the same time? Kind of like it surprised me. But hands to the face is an automatic red. Don't care what, and that is what Anthony Marshall, even your boy Ole came back and he said it. Yes, Lamela, he should be embarrassed because he play acted. He did act. Because I'm like, get a little, hand to the face, you fall around like I get a gunshot. So yes, he did play act, but Anthony Marshall made it too easy for the referee to show him a red. And even when VAR looked at it, Lamela should have gotten a yellow and Anthony Marshall should have gotten a red. Because it doesn't matter what it is, you can't put your hand in an opponent's face.
Okay, so that's the rule. You should have gotten a red. Junior, your thoughts on this whole fiasco with your team?
It's very, very simple. I'm by the letter of the law. Yes, it's a red card. But one thing about this football season, and all the results are showing this right now. Not having fans in the stadium is not only showing up the teams, it's showing up the coaches. Because at Manchester United, you're playing against Tottenham, you're playing against your old coach who disrespect you many times, and the fans are there, the players are going to get that juice that they need to play better, right? No fans there. So what is the determining factor? It must be coaching. I was hoping we can sit down and talk X's and O's right now, but not only X's and O's coaching, motivation. And that's a key word, because Ole did not get Manchester United ready to play against a motivated Tottenham. Jose got a Tottenham team ready to play against what was supposed to be a motivated Manchester United. And that's the biggest difference in the game today. After the first goal, the team knows how Jose feels about penalties given away to Manchester United. He chronicled it last week. Oh, if only Manchester United get calls after the game is done. All these things are in the psyche of the players. But look at how they responded to that early goal. It's almost like the goal never scored. And look at how Manchester United responded to the 2 goals. I would love to bury Harry Maguire's career right now, but it is bigger than that. I would love to say Ole out, but it is bigger than that. Not having the fans in the stadium is highlighting the differences in coaches. And I think that is the biggest takeaway from today's game. It has nothing to do with X's and O's. It's just that Tottenham 11 wanted the game more than Manchester United's 11. Simple.
Come on, you're buying all them talk there.
Benton,
yeah.
Can I rebut, please? Because I don't know what I'm just said. I don't understand what I'm just said. No fans, no proper coaches, no motivation could not have saved Harry Maguire from the blunders that he made. Listen to me. You guys were up 1-0. 2 back-to-back errors from Harry Maguire cost those 2 goals. If Harry Maguire had a clean game, we probably would have gone into the half with a 1-0 lead.
Come on.
No,
Come on.
Harry Maguire just not good.
I'm not into beating a dead horse and a dead slab. We know Harry Maguire is rubbish. But Tottenham was killing Manchester United regardless. Pogba is a liability. Bruno Fernandes has now regressed into playing like his teammates. It is what it is. There is no wit at Manchester United. They were going to get killed regardless of Harry Maguire's mistake, regardless. And I would even make the argument that giving away the penalty early was the focus that Tottenham needed, because now the players locked in. Son, look at Shaw, right? Look at the space that between Shaw and the centre back. Look at the space between Aaron Wan-Bissaka and the centre back. I don't care about Slabhead right now. He's an idiot. We know that. He shouldn't be the captain. We know that. But it doesn't matter who is playing. Matic wasn't going to catch up to Son at any moment in the game. Bailly is wild. Tottenham plays with all players behind the ball, and they are attacking with speed. And that is
Hold
Man
a second,
United.
but hold a second. Ole gets paid to review film. Them play against Tottenham enough for no say there's no way on earth Matic can mark Son. You as a player, you have a U9 team, and you know that the number 9 on the opposing team is the fastest player. Are you going to put your slowest player on him? Ole was, I think, but I just think today Ole was outmatched and outwitted. Listen, it was all about the adjustments. Say that yes, Man U was in a hole, right? But Junior, you cannot tell me that the adjustments that were made by Ole were made to really help the team. It did completely nothing. He made the wrong substitutions.
No, come on. Substitutions aside. The substitutions happened when the game done. It was what, 5-1 at the time, 4-1 at the time the game done. You're down to 10 minutes done. It's a simple, all right, one little X's and O's thing that made me want to jump through my TV and choke Harry Maguire. You remember LVG, when LVG said Smalling is the dumbest defender he has ever seen in his life? You remember that remark? That happened when he was playing 3-5-2. When LVG wanted to play 3-5-2, and every team that played against Manchester United, their centre forward went right beside Smalling, who is in the middle of the three, and then that centre forward tracks back to the half line. And what did Smalling do to make him be the dumbest defender? Is track that centre forward. What the hell did Harry Maguire do today in a back four? When Harry Kane came, made contact and said, Harry, follow me to the half line, in between Matic, Pogba, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Bruno Fernandes. You come follow me to the half line and foul me and give away a quick foul. That's a Tottenham. The commentator said Harry Kane has given away, has recorded the most assists in his career per season so far this season. He has recorded the most assists, or something like that. This is the change that Jose brought to Tottenham. We all see it. Harry Maguire, he even said Harry Maguire is playing as a true number 10. He's dropping
Harry
Kane, sorry.
Yeah, Harry Kane.
He's dropping back to half line and kicking the ball into space for Son to run into. So when he goes and make contact with the centre half and comes to half line, if your centre half is the biggest idiot in the world that costs 80 million, you are going to follow him, leaving a space between poor Bailly and the centre backs and the wing backs. And for the whole game they did that, and for the whole game they got carved out. That is not an Ole problem. Ole, yes, you should have recognized that. Carrick, yes, you should have recognized that. But Harry Maguire, you get paid 80 million. I have a big business house midfielder, and me will slap my defender for doing that. Who the hell is going to slap you? That is the problem at Manchester United. You have an idiot captain because you don't have no leadership. Somebody needs to tell him, like, dude, stay the hell back. Why are you coming up here? That's just the problem, man.
All right, the Manchester United fan got all of that off his chest. Let's quickly touch some other major news this week. Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Liverpool got the brakes beat off of them by Aston Villa. Come on, you're celebrating. How is hobby?
Boy, I forget a special dinner. I forgot to drink some ginger tea. Because I was in the kitchen and he walked in and he was like, boy, them beats were bad. So it was like, okay.
Did Aston Villa expose anything about Liverpool, or it was just a bad day at the office for Liverpool?
I just think it was just a bad day. I mean, there's nothing that Liverpool could have done today that was right. You know, the throw-ins were bad. They couldn't keep the ball. Van Dijk, he got beat. I mean, it was, don't get me wrong, Aston Villa deserved their win because they really played. But I think an on-point, all guns blazing Liverpool don't get 7-2. They don't get beaten by Aston Villa.
And of course, Liverpool is without Sadio Mane and Thiago Alcantara. Junior, your thoughts?
The biggest, who is Sadio Mane's agent? Him supposed to just tell Liverpool, back up the bring stroke and let's renegotiate this contract. Because that's the only difference between Liverpool today and the Liverpool champion.
And Alisson also missed today's game also, right?
I don't care about Henderson. Henderson's a liability. That's why you brought in Thiago.
But Alisson also missed today's game.
Benton, 7 goals. How many of those did Alisson save?
Alisson could save a couple. Adrian is a bug goalkeeper. And in fact, he gave away the first goal. Junior.
He would have saved only 2 because the others were clear deflections and,
yeah,
and
maybe.
just bad errors. So Alisson, it would have been 5-2. Let's just say that.
Liverpool fans, let me tell you this. I've been harping on this for the last couple of years. Your Achilles heel is in between the center midfielder and your 2 center backs. That's always been their Achilles heel. Where does Jack Grealish and Ross Barkley live? In that space. It is telling when Liverpool take off Joe Gomez and put on Curtis Jones and put Fabinho to play center back. That is telling me that Klopp don't trust any defenders other than Virgil to read that space, because Fabinho did so well against Chelsea in that spot. That has to be telling. If you are going to take off a midfielder, put an attacking midfielder, you would think you're taking off an attacking, you want a midfielder. You took off a defender, put on a midfielder, and then take a midfielder and put him in the back. A midfielder that can read the game. That is Liverpool's Achilles heel, and they have a non-existent midfield, and they just got overrun. If they got showed up, they got exposed. Everybody knows that is their problem. But because they are so unbalanced going forward, and they are not playing heavy metal football anymore, where they are pressing you to death, you get a chance to really play football against them. That is the problem. Okay. So Sadio Mane showed how valuable he is as a player. It is not Salah. It is not Bobby Firmino. Sadio Mane is a straw that stirred that Liverpool drink.
Well, I think the 3 of them complement each other very well. So, Junior, other major news, Everton is doing well. Your thoughts on Everton as they go into the international break at the top?
Big up Mikhail. Mikhail is asked a question. Can Everton break into the top 2 or top 4? I said no at the time, but how is this year any different than the year when Leicester won? Because Liverpool Liverpool has problems, has holes, and barring injury. So Everton is a very good team, very good first 11. I question their depth. I question their defense. But I think Carlo Ancelotti changed the mindset. I think Calvert-Lewin seemed to believe that he is a top striker. Anything can happen. Anything can really happen.
Yeah. And come on, as we try to hit some other major news in the world of football, Spurs had an impressive week. They defeated Manchester United. They defeated Spurs in the Chelsea in the League Cup. Is Spurs rounding the corner here? Are you expecting bigger things from Spurs going forward?
I do. I mean, with the addition of Gareth Bale, that speed and physicality and strength up top. If Josie can figure out how to keep clean sheet, keep his back line together, I definitely think that Spurs will be in top 5.
In the top 5?
Benton.
Yes.
Come on. You see, for me, I think balance is the key, and Reguilon is a big signing.
Yes.
Reguilon is a big signing. That brother is an engine, and he marshal the left wing to the up and down, and he balanced the team. Because with him overlapping and being such a threat, no, you cannot double team Son. You have to take your focus off Son at times. I think Reguilon is a true Jose defender. I really think so. I really think Tottenham.
So where's the top 3? Not top 5, top 3?
Barring a Jose blow up, barring a Tottenham expected bad game, yes, top 3. But I think Jose is their Achilles heel, because Jose at any minute can throw a player under the bus and then the locker room can be fractured.
All right. So
barring that, top 3, yes.
Yeah. All right. As we move away from the EPL, big as the EPL goes on international break, with Everton at the helm, let's try to touch some other major news in the world of football. Just quickly, I want to hear your thoughts on this, Camona and Junior. Juventus taking those points against Napoli. Napoli have a few confirmed cases of COVID. They have to self-isolate. Self-isolate was prevented from leaving the city of Naples. Your thoughts on this, family?
I think that I will no longer celebrate a Juventus win. I just think it was a little bit tacky. They should have shown solidarity with Napoli. Now they're going to take a 3-0 victory, and Napoli will be docked a fine, not a fine, a point, and they might be fined too. Napoli is saying that they did reach out to the league and try to have the game postponed, but that was denied. So I do hope that Napoli appeals because I mean this is not their doing. And yes, what Syria is saying that they have protocols in place, and I don't think they had anything in place for something like this. But with a pandemic, you have to kind of have all your bases covered, and they did not do that. And I think Napoli not being allowed out of their city should have been an indication that they could not travel out. So the fact that Juventus decided to still go to the stadium, even though they know that Napoli did not leave the city, I just think it was in bad taste and poor showing.
Yeah, it was horrendous on Juventus' part. We're pulling against Juventus this year. But Junior, quick hits. What are your thoughts on Atalanta? They seem to be running very impressive in the Serie A.
Let me see. Let's reserve judgment until Champions League schedule and they play those tough games. Let's reserve judgment because AC Milan is still playing well. Juventus is Juventus. So yes, Atlanta is playing well. They are one of those teams that have not hit the reset button from the Champions League of last year. They seem like they're continuing from last season. So yeah, so far so good. But let's wait until the season crunch happens. And one quick thing about that Juventus thing.
Yeah.
I can't blame Juventus. And
Why?
I'm sorry. Not because of Cristiano Ronaldo, not because of anything like that. But they are doing their due diligence. They haven't heard anything from the league. Why are we giving the league a pass? It's the league's fault. The league should make that call. What if Juventus had said, oh, Napoli can't leave and blah, blah, blah. Let us stay home. And what if Napoli had shown up? What if there's some gamesmanship here? No, seriously, it sounds funny, but you cannot trust that. I would not go trust this news report. You have a game for play, go to the stadium.
Yeah, but you get to the stadium, Juventus. Yeah, go ahead. Come on.
Them conspiracy. Only Manu. It was well documented. It was official. It came in the news. They spoke. Both clubs spoke to each other, and it was. Listen, it's just like when, as a referee, I ref 2 U9 games, and the field soggy or the goalpost they want fix. You tell the two coaches them to speak to each other, and I bet. I mean, there's power in numbers. You're going to tell me what would the league have done if Napoli never show up and Juventus never show up? I don't believe it's gamemanship because it was in the news and they talked about it. So but hold a second, even if Juventus went to the stadium, went out there and saw that there was no Napoli bus, why did they take the field?
Why
did
they
they
take
go
the
on
field?
panic?
Yes.
Come on now, it just looked bad on them. You have to stick together and it's unity. So now, I mean, I hope that 3-0 win and the 3 points is worth it.
No, I don't think it's going to stand. I don't think Syria is going to stand. That game going to be postponed. That's my gut feeling.
But I think the referee was there, let it run for 45 minutes. At halftime, they blew it and called and gave the results. The Syria could have postponed the game yesterday, and they didn't. So let's see. We're trying to hit some other major news, family. Champions League draw took place this week. Let's get to the group stage. I want to get your early thoughts on the Champions League draw. There's the group stage. What are you guys looking for? Match day 1 is October 21st. Is match day 1. There will be 5 subs allowed. Early thoughts on the group stage. Which of these groups is a group of death to you guys?
G. Junior, go on.
Group G?
I think for me, I don't know. It's a mixture. I don't know. It was a mixture. Barcelona, I think G with Juventus, Barcelona, should be interesting. You have PSG, then Man U, then you know what? I take it back. H. I
So
take it.
PSG, Manchester United, RB Leipzig.
Group A
Yes.
is the idiot group. The best,
You might not promote.
the most balanced group is Group B to me, because
B
yes, because Inter Milan, Real Madrid, and Gladbach, Gladbach.
and the
That's
Shakhtar.
and Shakhtar too. To me, that's the most balanced group. I I wouldn't trust Manchester United playing in the Cordova Cup right now. So I don't see how they're going to play PSG, RB Leipzig, and think that is going to be a competitive game. Anybody who think that is crazy. To me, the most balanced is that. And Group A, you see, because of how Bayern seems to can't stop teams from scoring, I think that group is going to be a lot more competitive than we thought.
Group A with Bayern Munich, Salzburg, and Lokomotiv and Atletico.
And the Cannibal.
The Cannibal. The top two teams go through from each group. I am very intrigued to see how. So, what's your early thoughts on the Liverpool, Ajax, Atalanta group? I mean, early returns or early thoughts on Atalanta playing Liverpool. By some observers, that Atlanta is going to run Liverpool off the field if they play like that against how they played against Aston Villa today.
And that's a fair assumption. I mean, Atalanta right now, I mean, they play 3 games, high scoring games, 4-1, 4-1, 5-2. You know, so they are scoring goals. So if Liverpool make a look at DB Aston Villa, run them like that today, come on now. Atalanta are going to brutalize them.
But that for that group though, that's only two teams in the group, because Ajax, they say, oh, come on, like change people name. Ajax is now Ajax with an expiration date on it. Them can't turn sodden water. Anybody know about Ajax soap? It's an old soap, because that team has been gutted. It's Liverpool and Atalanta in that group. That's it. With those 2 games is must-watch TV. After that, Man and me, or however one name can play against the soap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your thoughts on the Sevilla versus Chelsea group? I mean, it's pretty much an easy. Chelsea seems to get an easy Chelsea, Rennes, Sevilla. I mean, Rennes might be competitive. I mean, surely.
We don't know. I mean, Chelsea is, you can't put a pot on fire with Chelsea. You know, I am yet to see Kai, and I'm yet to see Werner click, and I'm yet to see them actually play some football. They're just invisible some of the time. So I don't know. Let us not it. And Sevilla held Barcelona to a 1-1 draw today. They were really attacking Barcelona. So I don't even know. Let us not put our pot on Chelsea right now.
And as we wrap up, early thoughts on Champions League. Champions League match day kicks off October 20th and 21st with match day 1. 2 teams, the top 2 teams from each group goes on to the knockout stage. Juventus, Barcelona is highly touted. Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. Are you guys excited about this?
Old boy game, that man.
It's all boys game. I agree. 100% agree. I mean, the Europa League will dissect that as we get closer to that game. We don't deal with numbers. So champion football group, exciting matchup. We're looking forward to. Football lovers, as we try to move away from Champions League, let's try to touch some major news in our backyard. The Gold Cup.
Big up David Nicholson watching on Flow Sports, saying Ollie Watkins is of Jamaican roots. Tapa, make a phone call.
All right, the nice segue. Nice segue.
Call him one time. You must have called him one time and put him down.
Nice segue. Nice segue, family watching on Flow Sport. As we get to some news in our own backyard, first, before we get to the whole Junior Flemings and San Diego Loyals news, let's first talk about the Gold Cup draw that took place this week and get your thoughts on it. There's the Gold Cup draw in front. It's up. Jamaica is in Group C with Costa Rica, Jamaica, and Suriname. They'll play the winner of the preliminaries 8. Your thoughts? The Gold Cup will take place next year, so we'll have a lot of time between now and next year. The guest team is Qatar. Gold Cup take place from July 10th to August of next year. Early thoughts on the group draw?
Jamaica get an easy group. The group easy. I mean, because I was like, I think the hardest group will probably be Group D, because Qatar, they're a very, very, very good team. Panama not bad, and Honduras can spring a surprise. So I do think that though that Group D is the hardest group. Jamaica should be okay.
Listen, the thing with CONCACAF, we judge these teams based on the last time that we saw them, right? We've seen Honduras when they had their prime team, and then they tried to recycle the team for like 3 straight World Cups. Costa Rica might be in this bracket right now, because who is on Costa Rica team right now? That are they refreshing players? That's where I'm going with this conversation. So it's hard for us to judge what the Gold Cup is going to be, other than from Mexico and America. That apart from those 2 teams, it's very difficult, because I don't know. And Qatar is a big side, because Qatar is going to host the World Cup, and like every host of the World Cup, them act together 4 to 6 years prior. So Qatar very well might tell us.
And then the Asian Cup winners, right?
Yeah, so they very well might trip and fall and win the Gold Cup. It would not surprise me.
I want to also get your quick.
I'm sorry. Also with Curacao, the Dutch players are rolling in.
Yes, so that's what I wanted to know. Your thoughts on Curacao. Gus Hiddink is in charge of the program there. They did well last year in the Gold Cup, or the last Gold Cup. Do you expect them to do well with Gus and go further?
I do. If they bring in the big names, if they bring in Dutch players who are good, and the coach is an excellent coach as well. So if they keep the form that they had, I mean, they can really spring a surprise. They can beat Mexico. I saw Mexico play, because we them play the other night, and it was like
they played Guatemala.
It was like, granted the big ballers weren't there, so maybe, but I think Curacao will do well.
But let's listen to this. David Nicholson said that no, Jamaica will not have an easy group, because many top Dutch players have committed to them already, and many more can already come due to the law change that allows them to as of early 2020. David, he also said Qatar will use their B team, likely because A team will be in Copa America. BM says, I disagree with Camon. I don't think Jamaica has an easy group. Remember, this is the same Jamaica team which couldn't get a result against El Salvador and had to play in League B of the Nations League. David said BM true, but Jamaica in 2019 will not be the same in 2021. Now, David, you have to apply that logic. Jamaica in 2019 will not be the same in 2021 to all of the teams in the Gold Cup. Why should Jamaica have that luxury and not all the other teams? And also the Dutch comment, I think that Curacao is in Group A. So we're not going to see them. But
yeah, so we'll see Suriname in our group.
I remember Suriname beat us. We were down to the wire, and what's his name? The last ticker of the game, Simon Dawkins, actually had to save us, because Suriname did beat we, and we needed a win versus them. So I mean, everybody is as Junior said, everybody is bringing in the players to shore up their teams. We not just think of only Jamaica one. And by the way, have we seen any movement from the JFF? Have you heard of anybody? They've tried to get Ravel Martin for the longest while. Have we gotten him? I mean, who Tapa have now? Where we say, all right, then can and will commit to Jamaica so we can play and be competitive in the World Cup.
Bring in Ollie Watkins.
Suriname played in Division B of the CONCACAF Nations League. Come on, family. If we can't beat Suriname, we have bigger fish problems.
Suriname beat us.
We can. All right, stepping away from the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Come on, and Junior, just to give your thoughts get your thoughts on this situation with Junior Flemings and San Diego Loyals. Give us an overview of what transpired this week. There was accusation of homophobic slur being used by a player during this game. It's been dissected and debated in multiple corners. Your thoughts? Come on, you're on live now. We'll push up against the clock and a women's football report is waiting to start up.
So, all right, so the game between San Diego and Phoenix, it is alleged that Junior said something to Colin Martin that was homophobic. So, you know, to me, I still think that the referee did not see, because even when London Donovan was trying to educate him on what this word is that Colin saying here and what it actually means, the referee still looked like he didn't know what was going on. And then at the end, he was like, well, I heard something, but it was in a different language. So I don't understand. I don't understand the whole thing. But the bottom line is this: somebody has to be innocent before we presume that he's guilty. So we have to give Junior the benefit of the doubt. Junior said he did not say. So it's like he said things. Colin said he did say, Junior said not. So if we are going to say, okay, Colin, we believe you, why are we not believing Junior as well? So I think, and I know both of these players personally. Colin is a very good guy. Junior is an exceptional young man, and he's like a Balotelli of football. He's a hard-working family guy. You don't see Junior clubbing, you don't see Junior getting into trouble, you don't hear Junior name when it comes to incidents. So even if, and this is even if for me, even if Junior had a one incident, are we not supposed to forgive? Are we going to ruin a young man's life because he might have a lapse in judgment? Let us be honest. I am a Jamaican, and my best male friend is gay. But I'm the first one to call somebody the B word when it bad drives me. And I'm not homophobic, but it's just a cultural thing where we think that it is you want to hurt somebody's feelings, so you use it. And I should apologize, and I try and grow. But I don't think that Junior Fleming is homophobic. And I do think that Junior should be given the benefit of the doubt. His club says that, he's on administrative leave. But unfortunately, the league has not finished investigating.
And the coach is also, Rick Shans is also on leave also, because he seems to have belittled the comments.
But Phoenix statement is saying that it is his administrative leave is separate and apart from what happened at the pitch. So I don't know, something completely, that's what the club is saying, that his administrative leave has nothing to do with the incident. And it's touchy because the week before, London Donovan he forfeited the 1 point that he got from the game between LA Galaxy and San Diego because someone called a player Elijah the N-word. So, London Donovan is saying if he hears something, he's going to say something, but he did not hear it. The coaches did not hear it. Nobody else heard this except Junior and Colin, and allegedly the referee. So we have to give Junior Fleming the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
And also wait until the investigation is over.
All right, pushing up against the clock. Junior, not Junior Flemings, but Junior Engineer. Your thoughts, quickly.
I agree with Camon. Real quick, I agree with Camon. It's a very unfortunate incident. I think there's a medium here. There's a happy medium. It's he said versus he said. Until there's proof, we cannot chastise a player for something he allegedly said. We cannot chastise a player for feeling hurt from something that he allegedly heard.
Yeah.
So the simple medium is, all right, guys. If we don't have any proof, here is a word that is used by the Jamaicans that is offensive in this country. All young footballers that are coming from Jamaica, don't use this word because it is offensive in this country. Case closed. Let's move on. If it comes out that there's evidence and real evidence, unfortunately, Junior will have to take this as a learning experience. But it also goes back to the young players again. Learn from this experience. This word is offensive. Don't use it. Let's move on. And I'm hoping that that's the case. One way or the other, I just think London Donovan is taking the opportunity to hype it up. But yeah, I hope for the best for everyone.
Hope for the best. All right, joining us, football family. We have the Women's Football Report, Kadish Fishley, joining us. Kadish, well, go on, family. How are you doing?
I'm good, I've gotten 2 good results today, so I'm very happy.
Yeah, you're very, very happy. Manchester United and Liverpool. This is the Women's Football Report, Kadish. But we're glad to see your family. Glad to see you back. Glad that you recovered from being under the weather, and welcome back. Did Manchester City women's team go on with them look at eat itself again and lost?
No, they actually they won. They beat Tottenham 4-1 today. Still no Alex Morgan for Tottenham, so we're waiting to see what happens there. I have to say though, history was made today. There was the first female El Clasico that happened today. Unfortunately, Real Madrid lost 4-0 to Barcelona, who are on top of the table, but it's still a young team. Bunny's team, Bordeaux, had their first win of the season and are currently 7th in the table on 5 points, while Lyon leads with 12. Lyon has won this thing for about 10 years now, so it's going to be hard to get them off the top. But let's get into the English Women's League. In the FA Cup last week, unfortunately for me, Everton beat Chelsea 2-1 to move on to the semi-finals, where they beat Birmingham City 3-0 and are now going to play Manchester City, who beat Arsenal 2-1 in the Women's FA Cup finals that was supposed to be played last season. So this is last season's FA Cup. I completely believe Everton are the dark horses this season. They top the league and they just beat recently promoted Aston Villa 6-0. Tobin Heath and Christian Press made their debut for Manchester United in a 3-0 win over Brighton. Arsenal came from behind to beat Bristol City 3-1. Sam Roos is on the score sheet. She scored in the 4-1 victory today, and she scored the winner against Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final. Now, we have 2 matches coming up this week that you guys should watch. It's Chelsea versus Arsenal on Wednesday at 1. It's for the League Cup, and it's a replay of last season's final that Chelsea won 2-1, final minute. Last kick of the game, Chelsea scored. And then Sunday, it's Chelsea, who are last season's champions. They take on Manchester City, who were the runners-up, at 8:30 a.m. on Sunday. So those are 2 good matches, 2 good football matches. There's no men's league this week, so you guys can give the women's league a try. I see what I'm so excited.
And quickly before you go, Wendy Renard was crowned UEFA Women's Defender of the Year. Your thoughts on that? I mean, big fancy player, Wendy.
Yeah, she is one of the best defenders in the women's game right now.
Manchester United could use her.
Boy, Manchester United could use Everton recruitment team because they've recruited well over the summer, which is why they're playing so well. Manchester United just need help.
And before we wrap up the women's, because I want to beat Manchester United one more time. Do you think Harry Maguire should donate a part of his salary to Wendy Renard?
I guarantee you, Wendy will never ever make that mistake. Do what Harry Maguire did today. Your own defender, you dragged down your own defender.
Thank you, family. We'll be in touch. Thank you again. Stay safe. Right. Women's Football Report with Kadish, especially women's football, big ball game. Thank you, Kadish. Stay safe.
All right, you too. Bye.
Come on, wrapping up the Yawd Ballers. Come on. Talk to me about Yawd Ballers. I know said Shamar Nicholson must score again.
When Shamar Nicholson score, his team get nicked out of the Europa. So now he can focus on league. Damian Lowe got injured and he's considered day-to-day for Phoenix. Junior, as we just said, Junior is placed on administrative leave, even though, he didn't play the last game. Phoenix beat LA Galaxy 2-4-1, I think. And Junior is still on 15 goals, which is still the MVP, well, the Golden Boot leader. Kaim Paris scored again, so that's 8 goals for him this season. Kemar Lawrence is back at Anderlecht. Bailey came on as a sub for Leverkusen in a 1-1 draw. Alvas was not in the 18 again for Inter Miami, so maybe, he's looking for a new club because it seems as if they don't want his services. Even with the suspension, Junior Fleming is still in the lead on 14 goals. Dane Kelly is on 11. Nico Brett is on 9. Romario Williams is on 7. Nika Daly is on 5. And Devon Speedy Williams is second on the distribution chart with 905 passes. As of today, there has been no news about Norman Campbell and his impending move to Watford or University. We don't know where. Jared Dean said he was going to know 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
We still have not. We don't know where the young man is. Some time ago we heard that Lamar Walker was going to go to Europe on a trial. He's still in Jamaica. He has not left. Havana is not of the Reggae Girls. She signed with North Carolina Courage in NWSL. Denisha Blackwood is now at Orlando Pride. And our own Lauren Silva that everybody loves is also with Houston Dash.
I never know if Lauren Silva still a play ball.
All you mean.
Big up yourself, Lauren. But Jody Brown, she was doing quite well, right, at FSU?
I didn't hear anything. I don't know if she played, but I haven't heard anything. I was looking to see if she scored again, but she was having, a breakout game the last time that I heard. So I haven't seen anything.
Big up, Junior. You have anything to add on Yawd Ballers, Junior? Yes.
No, but just want to say big up to Sean White. Happy birthday, Sean. Big up, Sean. Happy birthday. The Arsenal fan. And on Flow Sports, they're having a very interesting conversation. I'm going to let David Nicholson and BM know that conversation, we see it. We're going to talk about, we're going to discuss more about that. You guys are discussing about Jamaican football as we get closer to the Gold Cup. Also want big up, we reach a big up partner, right, Benton?
Yeah, we're not big up here. We need to do a prediction, a results table, because Manchester United got kicked up. Football fans, this is our prediction table so far. How we doing? Let's see how we doing. Let's see if we get the table up here. There we go. Wait. Junior is playing number 3, while Cameron playing number 2 in our results standing. Typical Manchester United fans sitting at the back. We go on international break. I'm at the lead. So if you want to go to Vegas, holler at me. You guys going to do things better next year? Next at the end of this international break, Junior, and come on.
We'll see.
We'll try. It's a bit by one.
It's early warm. All right, football lovers, let's wrap up our show. Junior, big up time, big up the football family.
Big up to Candice, our new subscriber. Big up to Candice. Big up to Shar. Also want to say big up to Ian Thompson. All right, you guys remember, you can follow us on Instagram at Ballchat Podcast, on Twitter, Ballchat1, on Facebook at Ballchat. You can email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to cuss us off, email that. But if you want to give us a big up, also email that as well. Big up to all our silent listeners, them that we see you, we hear you, what's good. Just make sure you keep the contact going. And again, follow us on our YouTube page as well. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. The Flow Sports, you're watching on Flow. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Ball Chat Podcast. Also on Facebook, subscribe, follow us. Big up for yourself.
Before we exit football family, tomorrow is deadline day for transfer across Europe. A quick question, come on, Junior, do you see Dele Alli making a move to PSG? Any other big surprise? Anything you're looking to see? Will Jadon Sancho be in a Manchester United shirt Tuesday morning?
No. Them already get Cavani with 2-year deal and what about money? No, absolutely not. You know what I am upset about?
Yes.
That's not the way. Let the young man go and be great, Chelsea.
Yeah, so Chelsea rejected the offer from Bayern Munich for him to go to for Hudson-Odoi. So Bayern Munich, once the Hudson-Odoi deal fell through, Bayern Munich went ahead and picked up Douglas Costa. Will be returning to Bayern Munich according to Fabrizio Romano. Junior, who will you guys get? Do you guys break through on Tell us?
Yeah, tell us. Well, that deal is done. He's doing his medical tomorrow. Tell us will be at Manchester United. And unfortunately, yes, I am accepting that either Jadon Sancho or Ousmane Dembele will be at Manchester United after tomorrow. And I'm hoping beyond hope Koulibaly will be there, but that is a far-fetched dream. But definitely between Sancho or Dembele, we're going to get one of those players.
So
hey Benton,
yeah,
it look like one of them 6 ball we get gonna back in Junior name.
So Junior, will Phil Jones will still be at Manchester United tomorrow, family?
He's in the bubble, yes, he'll still be a Manchester United player. And Chris Smalling, I'm hoping Chris Smalling doesn't go to Roma tomorrow so that he can figure out some way to get back in the starting 11.
Okay. So tomorrow is deadline day. Ball Chat platform, Ball Chat podcast, Ball Chat 1 on Twitter, Ball Chat on Facebook. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage of any big moves. I am hoping that Dele Alli will move on to PSG even for the rest of the season. Tired of the foolishness at Spurs. Football family, it's that city now. Come on, Junior, we're going to road it now.
Up.
Bless up.
Glory, Man United. Later.